Hey guys, Rookie Lock here, back once again. I hope everyone's having a great day as always. And today I got a package here, as you can see. And this is from Mr. Jeff Moss. And again, Jeff, I can't thank you enough for this package. This, as you know, this lock really means a lot to me. But yeah, I already opened the package, and basically that's because I was so excited when this came in. I couldn't wait to open it. This package took, I think, a little over a month to get here. I think it was in Chicago for pretty much a month. So when it got here, I was extremely excited that it had arrived, and I opened it up right there on the spot. Yeah, honestly, I didn't care about the delay. I was just happy it was here. As long as they don't lose our shit and it gets here, I'm all good with that. But if they lose it, that's another story. But yeah, really special lock. I think I'll just show it to you guys, and then I'll give you the backstory on this this lock here. As you can see, we got a beautiful card from Mr. Jeff Moss here. What a guy. What can you say about this guy, man? He's a huge supporter of the lock sport community. Yeah, I could go on and on about Jeff. He's really helped out a lot of people, and I'm extremely happy that that you helped me out with this, Jeff. Look at that! Look at that hardware. That's beautiful. But anyway, so the lock in question in here, as you can see, it's a Sargent Keso with key, of course, and works beautifully. So yeah, like I said, when I got this, I took it out of the package right away, and I've done a couple things to it, which I'll show here. First of all, the tail piece is off of it, but yeah, when I took it out of the package, I noticed that that the roll pin had, maybe from the guy who had it before Jeff, the roll pin had what I'm guessing was a screw extractor stuck into it. So right away I was excited to try and get that out. So I basically counter bored this hole just a little bit, because it's almost, I think it was like peened around the pin a little bit. And then after that I went in there with a Dremel, got rid of the hardened screw extractor, and then just drilled it out with a drill bit just a little bit smaller than the roll pin. Actually, it's a roll pin, but it was like a spiral roll pin. But anyway, I got that out, and sure enough, it came out just with the drill bit, and now I can take this apart. Actually, I probably will. Thing is, I'll show you here if I get it. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Kinda almost mangled a spring there. So the thing with taking this apart, if you want to take this sleeve off, this is peened in here, kind of like, I have a Kaba here. Kaba peens their sleeve right there. Well, Sargent Keso peened their sleeve right on top of a chamber. So in order to get the sleeve out, to get the lock, I had to drill out that little peen too. So now I have this spring sticking up here. I'm trying to think of a logical way to retain that. I could put a set screw in there, but I'm afraid if I put a set screw, this spring will be compressed a bit too much. Or I could just leave it like that, because it is contained inside the cylinder itself. But yeah, really cool lock, and just to compare, look, so this is a 12-pin lock, Where's the key? 12-pin lock, and it's basically, you could basically ignore the whole half of the key. Those four, there's four here, and the four on this side too. So yeah, basically the key's reversible. So you could, it would work with just half of this key, split right down the middle here. Anyway, so this is 12 pins, and look at the size of it. Look what Kaba did, and they have 22 pins in here, which is kind of amazing, really. So they fit 22 pins in this somehow, and they got 12 pins in here. Now, hate to bore you guys too much, but the backstory about this lock, well, not specifically this lock, but this type of lock. So when I was younger, my dad ran a tree nursery, and we used to go up there on the weekends. He would do his work, and we'd go up there to ride the four-wheelers and my dirt bike and stuff like that for the trails and stuff they had there. And so we'd ride our bikes, and we'd run out of gas, and my dad would send us to the gas shed where they had the gas and the lawnmowers and stuff for the tree nursery. And he'd give us his keychain, and we'd go to that shed and get ourselves gas. Well, like I said, he gave us his key ring, and I always took note of a key on that ring that was really special and strange looking to me, and that was this key right here. And so yeah, I always took note of that, and I always was intrigued by this key. And I remember asking him what the key was for. There was all sorts of outbuildings at that nursery, and he had told us, and I remember him going in there a few times. This key was for the fertilizer shed. And I'm sure most of you guys know fertilizer is some pretty nasty stuff, and I think you can even make explosives with it. So no surprise they put a, you know what I mean, nice lock on that outbuilding there. And all the rest of the locks around the place were just Sargents and a few master padlocks here and there. So I really owe this lock for sparking my interest into locks in general, and really happy to finally have one in my collection. Really cool. Beautiful Sargent Keso. And honestly, I can't remember if that outbuilding was locked with a mortise cylinder. I remember it just being like a shed. I couldn't picture a mortise cylinder on there. I don't know if they made deadbolts. It was either a mortise or a padlock, but I remember this is definitely the key. So yeah, kind of a little lock story there. That's why I really like Sargents, and specifically the Keso has special place in my heart, because like I said, I really owe this lock for sparking my interest into locks in general. And I think I was probably a little bit, maybe 11, a little bit before I was 13, I believe, or right around that area. Anyway, so that's my childhood lock story there with the Sargent Keso. And again, Jeff, I can't thank you enough. I know Jeff has a similar story with Sargents, which is one of his favorite locks as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna shut this down, and I'm gonna tap this hole here so the core is retained. And I'm still not sure what to do about this hole here. Looks like I just got away with not messing that spring up too much. Yeah, I'm thinking if I would thread this hole and put a set screw in here, the spring would be too compressed. It probably would still work pretty good because it's the last pin. It's not like you're having to, you know what I mean, you're just lifting. It's just going to be one strong spring. But I mean, like I said, I could just leave it like that. It's kind of retained by the housing anyway, as long as I know that it's like that. I should be okay. But you guys could let me know if you have any ideas too. Yeah, let me know what you think about that for sure. But not going to keep you guys too long. I honestly didn't think this video would go 10 minutes. I just wanted to show one lock, but it's amazing how once you get talking, how time flies and how much you can get out in that period of time. Anyways, guys, thanks again. Appreciate everyone's support. Jeff, thanks a lot, man. It really means a lot to me. Just glad it's here. And yeah, guys, leave a message. I always enjoy reading your comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Take care.